Caitlin Clark finally back on the basketball court, and it lived up to the anticipation. I mean, you immediately see it as soon as she checks into the game. She's the best point guard in the world, right? And she has vision and an ability to play make unlike anyone the women's game has ever seen before. And I've always put up her vision with anyone I've ever seen, male or
7 months. That's how long fans waited to see Caitlin Clark back on a basketball court. And when she finally checked in against Senegal wearing Team USA across her chest, it took exactly 3 possessions to remember why she's different. 3 touches, 3 assists, not shots, assists, because that's what the best point guard in the world does.
Of the team. And on her first 3 touches, she got 3 assists. So she comes in the game, and as soon as she checks in, she gets 3 dimes. As you see here, Senegal obviously didn't stand a chance no matter who was on the floor for Team USA. But Caitlin in the game, look at that, delayed screen roll action, perfect pocket pass for the first assist. Then, see there out to Kelsey Plum. Pretty routine, but sees it early, gets it out to her. Kelsey Plum knocks it down. Then on this one, you're out in transition. Finds Billings for the finish. So some nice dime work right off the bat from Caitlin Clark. First 3 touches are...
Watch that sequence again. First touch out of the timeout. Delayed screen roll action. Perfect pocket pass through traffic. Second possession, sees Kelsey Plum open before Plum even knows she's open. Third touch in transition, finds Billings for the easy finish. 17 seconds of game time, 3 dimes. Chelsea Gray started at point guard for Team USA, got 1 assist in her minutes. Caitlin came off the bench and had 12 by the final buzzer. The pace changed the second she stepped on the floor. You can see it in how Team USA moves, how they push tempo, how they attack before the defense gets set. That's not coaching, that's Clark.
And then her first 3, right? Like her first shot since July was good. She got a nice friendly roll, which was a good sign of where she might be and where things might go. Not many friendly rolls last year when she was injury riddled, of course, coming off the curl, in, out, in, and gets it to go. And Caitlin shot the ball very well in this game. Another sign that she's really, really healthy finally again. Obviously she struggled with her shot last year because she was dealing with a bevy of injuries, but she hit the deep shots too. She was 4 of 5 from 3 in this one. But here's another one of those deep shots. Catch, shoot, cash. No hesitation from Caitlin Clark there.
But here's what makes this performance significant beyond the box score. Caitlin shot 4 for 5 from 3-point range. 4 for 5 after a 2024 WNBA season where she struggled with her shooting percentages, where every analyst pointed to her mechanics breaking down, where the narrative became about her limitations rather than her strengths. That first 3 she hit coming off the curl got a friendly roll. The kind of roll that didn't happen last year when she was playing through a shoulder injury, a hip injury, an ear issue that affected her balance. The kind of roll that happens when your body is finally healthy and your shot feels natural again. Then she hit the deep ones. No hesitation, catch and shoot, cash. That's the Caitlin Clark who broke every college basketball record. That's the shooter who made defenders guard her from the logo. And if she's back to being that player while also being the best playmaker in women's basketball, the rest of the WNBA has a problem.
Or she shared the floor with the young and unturned crew. I mentioned Angel Reese and Paige Beckers, obviously, plenty of times. And I like this finish from Angel Reese on this play. I think that's the way Angel can really improve her game. The more she, can finish off the bounce. She's got a little bit of that Giannis going on with her game of late, handling the ball in transition. And just like Caitlin's skills are amplified around greater talent because you see her passing and playmaking on display, I think Angel's talents can be magnified around other talent too, because she can do the dirty work and get things done and not need the ball to be successful. But Caitlin also found Angel Reese for an assist. Not the best defense there, but the point of acknowledgement from Angel for the pass.
Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Angel Reese started for Team USA. Caitlin came off the bench, and before anyone spirals into conspiracy theories, understand the context. This is Caitlin's senior national team debut. Angel started because Aaliyah Boston was out with an injury and Team USA needed size. Chelsea Gray started at point guard because she's a veteran with international experience and Olympic gold medals. The hierarchy makes sense, but watch what happened once Clark checked in. Angel Reese finished through contact off the bounce, showing that Giannis-style development in her game. Then Caitlin found her for an easy bucket. Angel pointed at her in acknowledgement. Later in the game, Caitlin drew the defense and kicked it to Paige Buchers for a three. Beautiful basketball. Unselfish basketball from star players who understand how to make each other better. This is what the future of USA basketball looks like. Not drama, not rivalry, just elite players who know how to win together.
But there were times for Caitlin specifically where I didn't feel like she got the ball back maybe when she should have. Or, like you see on this play, Collegiate Copper has the ball and Caitlin is wide open here on the wing. She doesn't get the kick out there. That should be an easy swing to Caitlin, especially with 4 seconds left in the third quarter there, as you see, and should be, a 3-point attempt to end that quarter. But nonetheless, I don't think it could have gone really any better for Caitlin Clark. Her debut, her return, even got into a little bit of an argument with the officials, which is par for the course.
But it wasn't perfect. There were possessions where Caitlin should have gotten the ball back and didn't. Watch this sequence late in the third quarter. Collegiate Copper has the ball with 4 seconds left. Caitlin is wide open on the wing, hand up, calling for it. Copper doesn't make the swing pass. Clock runs out. That should be an easy kick out to Clark for a three to end the quarter. Now, is that a chemistry issue? Is that a hierarchy thing where veterans aren't used to looking for her yet? Or is it just one possession in a blowout game that doesn't matter? Probably the latter, but it's worth watching as these games continue because if Caitlin is going to maximize her impact on this team, she needs the ball in her hands in key moments. And that trust has to be earned, even for the best point guard in the world.
She was like plus 35 in her minutes on the floor also. But, everybody wants to see that young group together too, right? Like they want to see those players play together. And when I talked about Paige being somebody who helped share the rock too, like look at this play. This is really just unselfish basketball by star players. Caitlin's got it. You see Paige in the corner. Paige cuts baseline, gets it, kicks it out to Ray Burrell. Three-pointer, good. So that's just beautiful, beautiful ball movement, which will eventually become contagious for the
17 points, 12 assists, plus 35 in her minutes on the floor. The next highest assist total on the entire team was 3. 3, that's not a typo. Caitlin had 12, everyone else combined had less than 10. That's the gap between her playmaking and everyone else wearing USA across their chest. But look at the balance in scoring. Paige Buchers had 9, Kelsey Plum had 7, Brianna Stewart had 8, Collegiate Copper had 10. Ryan Howard led the team with 21 points. That's what happens when you have a point guard who sees the floor like Caitlin does. Everyone eats, everyone gets clean looks, everyone plays with confidence because they know the ball is going to find them when they're open. That's the Caitlin Clark effect. It's not just about her scoring or her assists. It's about how she makes everyone around her better. How she elevates the entire offense just by being on the floor.
This team, but you get that reminder immediately from Caitlin Clark. The best point guard in the world, just a different sort of force out on the floor. She just plays with a different sort of pace, a different sort of energy. There's a reason she's so fun to watch and she has commanded so much attention. And, there's that extra something to seeing her suit up for Team USA too as well, right? Like just because, it's been a long wait for fans to see that. Also, she did it on the younger teams, but with the senior national team. The US will play, they've got 4 more games over the next 6 days. And a lot of these rotations, I'm sure a lot of players will get minutes out on the floor there. But I think you clearly saw with Caitlin Clark what she's capable.
And then there was this moment. Late in the game, Caitlin gets into it with the officials, arguing a call, showing emotion, getting animated, the same fire that made her must-watch television in college. The same competitive edge that sometimes gets her in trouble but also makes her who she is. Watch the clip again. She's not just complaining, she's making a point, demanding respect, refusing to back down. That's leadership. That's someone who cares about every possession, even in a blowout against Senegal. Even in a game where the outcome was never in doubt. Some people will say she needs to control her emotions better. Some people will say that's not how you act in your Team USA debut. But here's the reality. That competitiveness is part of what makes her great. You don't get to be the best by being passive. You don't break records by accepting bad calls quietly. And Team USA doesn't need robots. They need players who care this much.
Well, they had a good chemistry going, and Ryan Howard scored a bunch of buckets. Here's I think the final box score here. 9 for Beckers, 7 for Plum, 8 for Hamby. So balanced scoring, 10 for Copper, 3 for Gray. In how many assists did Chelsea Gray have? 1 assist. In limited minutes of action. Chelsea Gray started but didn't play that much. Angel Reese, a good debut. Ryan Howard with the 21 points, like I mentioned. And then the 17 and 12 for Caitlin Clark, a double-double. Jackie Young always does her thing, and just a lot of balance in the point totals. As you see, it was Howard with 21 and Caitlin Clark with 17 to lead the way. And then when it comes to assists, it was Caitlin with 12, and the next highest was 3.
So here's what this debut tells us about where Caitlin Clark is right now. Physically, she's healthy. The shooting numbers prove it. 4 for 5 from 3, 17 points on efficient shooting, no signs of the injuries that plagued her rookie WNBA season. That's the foundation everything else builds on. Mentally, she's confident. Coming off the bench didn't faze her. She didn't force anything. She didn't try to prove she should be starting. She just played her game, ran the offense, made the right reads, and let her performance speak for itself. That's maturity. That's someone who understands the long game. And basketball-wise, she's still the best point guard in the world. 12 assists in limited minutes, 3 assists on her first 3 touches. Complete command of the pace and flow when she's on the floor. The vision, the passing angles, the ability to make plays that nobody else even sees, all of it is still there. Team USA has 4 more games over the next 6 days. Caitlin will get more minutes, the rotations will tighten, the chemistry will develop, and by the time these exhibitions are over, there will be zero doubt about what role she plays on this team moving forward. Because here's the thing about Caitlin Clark. She doesn't need to start to dominate. She doesn't need the ball in her hands every possession to control the game. She just needs to be on the floor. And when she is, everything changes. The pace picks up, the passing lanes open, the offense flows, and everyone around her plays better basketball. That's not hype, that's not media narrative. That's what happened in her first game back after 7 months away from competitive basketball. 17 points, 12 assists, plus 35, 4 for 5 from 3. Against Senegal, sure, but the performance still matters, the health still matters. The reminder of what she can do when she's right still matters. The WNBA season ended with questions about Caitlin's shooting, her durability, her ability to stay healthy through a full professional season. This Team USA debut didn't answer all those questions, but it answered the most important one. Is she still that player? The one who changes games just by checking in? The one who makes everyone around her better? The one who sees passes that don't exist for anyone else? Yes, she absolutely is. And the rest of the WNBA better be paying attention. Because if this is what Caitlin Clark looks like healthy, with a full offseason to recover, with her confidence back and her shot falling again, year 2 is going to be special. Watch how the other Team USA players respond to her over these next 4 games. Watch how the chemistry develops with Paige Buchers, with Angel Reese, with the veterans who are still learning how to play with her. Watch how the coaching staff uses her, how many minutes she gets, how much they trust her in key moments. Because this isn't just about one exhibition game against Senegal. This is about Caitlin Clark announcing that she's back, healthy, confident, and ready to remind everyone why she's the most exciting player in women's basketball. The rookie season is over, the injuries are behind her, and what comes next is going to be must-watch basketball. So was this debut everything it needed to be? Absolutely. Did she prove she belongs on this team? Without question. And did she show that the hype, the attention, the expectations are all justified? 3 touches, 3 assists, 17 points, 12 dimes, plus 35 in her minutes. The numbers speak for themselves. The best point guard in the world is back, and she's wearing USA across her chest. That's a problem for everyone else, and it's exactly what basketball fans have been waiting 7 months to see.